Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As ladies and gentlemen, I've been out of commission of making videos for the past couple days because I've had a tremendous cold. I think you guys could still hear it in my aggressively average voice. But what I'll say is, there's a lot to discuss, as news has been breaking left and right that I have to catch up on. And now that I'm feeling better, it's very important that we get back into the swing of things. First and foremost, I want to stress this quote from Kevin Cage. Bull markets are born on pessimism, grown on skepticism, mature on optimism, and die in euphoria. The time of maximum pessimism is the best time to buy, and the time of maximum optimism is the best time to sell. And ladies and gentlemen, what emotions have you guys been feeling recently? Didn't you find it so interesting that just a couple days ago, when Binance and Coinbase got sued by the SEC, we had maximum pessimism, and then a complete 180 shift in the sentiment happened when BlackRock filed for a spot Bitcoin ETF with Coinbase as a crypto custodian. Oh guys, this is how they manipulate your emotions like clockwork. A Bitcoin ETF is an essential tool that I believe will contribute to the next exponential bull cycle. And you best believe that the SEC is not going to deny BlackRock what they want. I think a lot of you remember the BlackRock Coinbase partnership that occurred just last year. And I think we're beginning to see why that partnership took place. An ETF is a tool that helps to hold crypto and increase their value, while Bitcoin futures, which launched December 2017 at the peak of the Bitcoin bull run, is a tool used to short Bitcoin. There's no coincidence that right after that product launched, we went into a bear market. And I think once this one launches, we're going to go into the best bull cycle yet. But what's important to note is, every single one of you need to stop getting emotionally manipulated. That is how they get you. There is news for the masses. For example, lawsuits for Coinbase and Binance. And then there's news for the classes. How many people made absurd amounts of money buying the dip at that period in time, and then watched as the prices increased after this BlackRock news came to play. Ladies and gentlemen, there are currently numerous cryptos being alleged to be securities in the Coinbase lawsuit at the moment. And you tell me that wasn't a great buying opportunity for those tokens. Just something to think about. Always buy the max fear. Always buy the max pain. Always think like the billionaires do. Because if you think like a billionaire, you could stack your pennies next to the billionaire dollars. Now guys, to get into the title of this video, I'm going to explain to you why most people will never become millionaires. But if you keep watching this channel every single day, I believe you will. First and foremost, the XRP community has been spot on when it comes to all the information we've known about for the past couple years. For example, we warned the entire community in December 2020 all the way until now, June 2023, that they were coming to sue everyone in crypto, except maybe Ethereum, due to the ETH free pass, ETHgate, and the corruption at the SEC. They didn't believe us, but now they do. And even Stu Alderati and Brad Garlinghouse in unison are purporting that narrative now. We in the XRP community have always been correct with the fundamental news and narratives that we discuss. And I want you all to be reminded of how on the money we've been.
As I said, in December of 2020, when we were sued a couple of days before Christmas, so a really nice, personal touch from the SEC, we said from day one that we were going to defend this case, not only on our own behalf, but we were going to defend this case on behalf of the entire crypto industry in the United States. I'm not sure everyone believed us in December 2020, and some were outspoken and said they didn't believe us in December 2020. As I said, in sitting here in June of 2023, everyone believes us. Everyone understands how important this fight is. And in many ways, Ripple, in a perverse way, we've actually been benefited by the SEC suing us when they did, because we're at the end of our journey and others are at the beginning of their litigation journey with the SEC. But I think if you look at the defenses and the narrative around what some of the actors who are now on the wrong side of the V with the SEC, they are reading from the Ripple playbook, and that is perfectly fine with us.
Ultimately, as our lawsuit comes to a close, for so many others, it's just starting. The fight for clarity has to continue. I just want to conclude by saying to my colleagues here at Ripple, to my family, my friends, everyone who has supported us over the past 2.5 years, and certainly to the whole of the XRP Army, a very heartfelt and a very genuine thank you for that support.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, isn't that absolutely unbelievable? A narrative that we've purported in this community for such a long time is being regurgitated by both Stu Alderati and Brad Garlinghouse. We have been saying that by the point this lawsuit is ending for XRP, everyone else is going to be getting the hammer. We warned the entire crypto space. They laughed at us. They cheered on our demise. And now it's looking like we're going to get a favorable ruling while everyone's in the line of fire. Like I said before, I'll say again, karma is a bitch. But this is what I have to stress. I have to stress the fact that due to the fact that we consistently have been getting things right, prices will inevitably reach what we've consistently believed they would. That's something that I know keeps people here. The price has not exploded yet, and I actually believe XRP this next bull cycle will actually be the best performer, considering the underperforming that XRP did. But the reason I named the title of this video what I did is because this is what will prevent the XRP community from becoming millionaires, depending on your holdings. A lot of people buy into obnoxiously high values. A lot of people buy into not taking profits until $589 come to pass. And I think that's absolutely absurd. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm someone in the community who believes that I'll always have a bag of XRP that I hold on to forever. But if you're not going to be taking profits in the next bull run, at whatever amounts we reach, maybe $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, maybe $15, $20, who knows? I believe you're making a huge mistake. We've been waiting for years now just to achieve all-time highs. And remember when we were at $2? Most of us didn't take profits. Why? Because we believe in XRP so much. We are so loyal to this coin that we're willing to sacrifice money for that belief. And trust me, I bet I can speak for 99% of you that wish you would have taken some money off the table to at the very least rebuy into XRP. Raise your hands and comment in the comment section and like this video if you agree, because I know you do. Hell, I even wish I took a couple XRP off the table just to repurchase and add to my XRP bag at the bare minimum. And that's what I have to stress. You won't become a millionaire with XRP if you never take any profits from XRP. And anyone telling you these obnoxiously high values of thousands to tens of thousands of dollars while we're still underneath 50 fucking cents is doing you a disservice. Trust me when I say I'm the biggest believer in this digital asset. I'm gonna hold a portion of my XRP bag into the future and beyond. But I believe it's absolutely irresponsible to, at this moment in time, while we're heading into a financial crisis, and while XRP isn't even over 50 fucking cents yet, to be spouting these values. That being said, this is what I'm gonna say. I think XRP's future potential will be limitless. But you better believe I'm gonna be taking some money off the table along the way and changing my life in the meantime. You all better as well, or else you will be waiting another 3 to 4 years until you have that opportunity again. I know plenty of us know what that feels like, and I don't want anyone else to feel that again. Now guys, to cap off this video, we have Promethium, another bullshit project that has been given clarity by the SEC. Isn't that unbelievable? Promethium has connections to the SEC. And the fact that Gary Gensler gave them clarity, while at the exact same time the Promethium CEO was in the room at the Ethereum ICO, speaks volumes. Hell, they admitted themselves. Why don't you all take a listen?
You know, we were in the room like when they were, obviously we weren't part of the project, but you know, when you could have bought ETH in the ICO for 19 cents a pop. At the time, I thought it was a security. Like, who's right? I don't think it matters in that sense. Those guys did really well. They built awesome projects and awesome product, etc. But at the same time, like, it's validating there, but also you missed opportunities because you believed in regulation from the first place.
Mr. Kaplan, how much, what percentage of your company is owned by a Chinese entity?
I think approximately 20%.
20% of it. How much influence do they have over your company?
They have the same rights as other shareholders.
How much access do they have to intellectual property?
Wang Zheng has no access to any Promethium code or technology or system, server, or customer data.
If they're on the board of directors and have access to all your data from the standpoint of being an investor, how do you answer that question like that?
The bylaws were changed in the filing that was filed with the SEC on November 2021, and they basically limit who has access to data, including directors.
Okay, where is the data stored right now?
In the United States.
The third advantage is on the tech side. Promethium's lead investor and technical co-founder is Shanghai Wanzheng Blockchain. And basically, we have 50 plus blockchain engineers working on the Promethium project. Shanghai Wanzheng Blockchain is considered the preeminent force when it comes to blockchain engineering talent in the world, and they're really our partner. They're not a third-party service provider, they're a co-founder of this company. Their vice chairman, Dr. Shao, sits on our board, and we work with them hand in hand. And with their expertise, we've been able to rock and roll. And we're going to be demoing for FINRA, we anticipate, next month of our ATS and our blockchain, which we hope will then lead to a quick approval and being live before the end of the year.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure we all know Promethium stinks like a steaming hot pile of garbage. I'm sure we're all aware there's some inner working ETH SEC corruption going on in here as well. Isn't it crazy how everywhere Ethereum puts their dirty hands, there's some level of corruption and dirt? Not only that, but we have this. Plug and Play is a fintech startup. Plug and Play has Nate Hinman on their board of directors. Isn't that so interesting? Nate Hinman is Bill Hinman's son. Plug and Play is an Ethereum startup, as you can tell, with Vitalik right here on their homepage. Isn't it so interesting how deep the Ethereum SEC Will Hinman rabbit hole goes? It's that whole family that's eaten off ETHgate. And all of you should be furious. Yet again, the clarity given to Ether had a bias and conflict of interest. The SEC chose winners and losers. And now the entire industry, with the Bill Hinman emails being fully released, is fully aware. The XRP community has always been correct. And the next time XRP goes on its full-blown bull run and reaches new all-time highs, we will become multimillionaires if we take profits. We will become the new 1%. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. It's a pleasure to be back. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back tonight with another video because we have a lot to go over.
Why do I hold XRP? Because Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple. Who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions, including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple. Who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve? Ripple. A former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division? Ripple. Leading Australia's CBDC effort? Ripple. Who hired a former Treasury of the United States? Ripple. 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board? Ripple. 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors? Former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany? Former business director at Swift? Former Swift board member? Former CFO of PayPal? Former head of the DTCC? Former chief business officer at Uber? Former VP of Amazon and former SEC chair on their legal team? Ripple. Who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's High-Level Advisory Board on FinTech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website? Ripple. Now, does Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger plan? You decide.